I've confronted hundreds of men over 2 decades. Men online looking for children to sexually assault.
Well, Cody, I'm Chris Hansen.
I know who you are.
I tried to get into their heads and understand why.
But you have it on your phone.
That's true.
And ultimately make sure they face justice.
Can I just give you some money and leave?
I don't want money. I want the truth.
These are the predators I've caught. I'm Chris Hansen. We have conducted takedown and to catch a predator investigations in all sorts of neighborhoods. Most recently in a beautiful upper middle class home in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I think I actually recorded one of our recent episodes while I was there in Iron Mountain, Michigan. We've been in smaller homes, 6,000-foot mansions with swimming pools and hot tubs. And we've been in more modest surroundings, trailer parks. It doesn't matter what kind of a house we're in. In fact, sometimes, as in our sting in Marion County, we use gas stations and convenience stores and hotels, all kinds of different places. Guys will show up. But in only one case that I can recall in 21 years of doing predator investigations, have we conducted a sting in a motorhome park, trailer park, whatever you want to call it, where 2 guys who actually lived in the trailer park showed up as predators in the sting. That's right. 2 guys, neighbors. And one actually knew of the other and thought he was a predatory kind of guy. I'll get to that shortly. You may recall the cases, the episodes of Golf Cart Matt and Glory Hole Jerry. They literally each lived 500 to 1,000 feet from the sting house in the same trailer park, as I mentioned. In fact, we had to hold off Glory Hole Jerry because Golf Cart Matt got over there quicker in his golf cart. And we've talked about him in a previous episode. Glory Hole Jerry, and I'll explain his nickname in a moment, is actually Jerry Hetherington, who is now 56 years old. He surfaced in October of 2022, 3 years ago, right about now, in our very first sting operation in Monroe County, Michigan. Monroe County is on the shores of Lake Erie, just about at the Ohio-Michigan border. And the sheriff there, Troy Goodenough, wanted to send a message to his community that, you know, he wasn't going to tolerate this sort of behavior. And that's why they put together what they call the V.I.P.E.R team there. So the chatters are working. We're in this large trailer home, and Jerry starts to have a conversation with someone who's posing as a 14-year-old boy. Jerry indicates that he's 19 years old. Now, remember, at the time, he was actually 53. He would later lie and say that he was actually 47. I don't know why that's any better than 53, but certainly 19 was a way to groom a teenage boy into thinking that, you know, the age difference isn't that big. This will be okay. Jerry said he was staying at his uncle's home and that there was a glory hole. Now, if you don't know what a glory hole is, it's basically a hole in a wall designed for anonymous gay sex. Apparently, they're popular in places like Thailand where there are bars set up for this sort of activity. You can Google it, but be careful what you ask for. You might see it. Anyway, in real life, Jerry was actually talking to a detective with the V.I.P.E.R team and brought him to the sheriff's for their questioning and booking.
He's already offered me money to come to him.
That's right. According to the detective who was conducting the chat, Jerry offered the decoy money to come to his house, or his uncle's house, as he said. The V.I.P.E.R chatter is talking to a guy named Jerry, who says he's a 19-year-old.
No, he has not given me a location, but he said he's at his uncle's.
Oh, he's visiting his uncle in this neighborhood. Yep. Do we know how far away he is, or we just know he's in the neighborhood?
500 foot.
That's right. According to the geolocator attached to the app Jerry was using to talk to this 14-year-old boy, he's only 500 feet away from the sting house.
Do you ever have one of these stings where two different guys were in the same neighborhood, essentially?
No.
And the detective was just as surprised as I was to find out that the first two predators caught in our sting would live in the same neighborhood as the sting house.
I mean, I've never seen it before in any of our stings.
I've not had this happen before either. We've had them very close by where they're in walking distance. We've had walkers several times, but not this. I mean, we could see the last down the street.
And rather than him coming to us, he wants the 14-year-old boy to come to him. And his reason is one that even I haven't heard before. And speaking of firsts, the reason Jerry uses to get the boy to come visit him is because, well, he's got that glory hole set up.
He has a glory hole set up.
Glory hole. In case you don't know, a glory hole is a hole in a wall designed for anonymous sexual encounters.
Knowing I'm 14 wants me to come there, walk in, use it, and leave without ever seeing him.
That's right. Jerry wants the boy to come over and use the glory hole to exchange oral sex, give and get, without even actually finding out the identity of the boy, not actually even meeting. He thinks he's got it all figured out.
This is a bad guy.
Yes.
What do you think the odds are this is the first time he's done this?
Slim to none.
The fact that he's so demanding, so organized, so detailed, and wanting this encounter to be anonymous indicates to both the detective and to me that Jerry's probably done this before.
When a guy agrees to show up, give me the sense of what you feel in terms of preventing an actual crime targeting a child.
You want to make sure it goes right. So we're trying to do everything by the books, but make sure that it's realistic enough where they're not scared off.
The detective shares with me the importance of conducting the chat without crossing the line into some sort of entrapment. Now, remember, Jerry's made the first contact. Jerry has raised the specter of sex. So entrapment really isn't an issue here, but the detectives are mindful that all of this could end up in front of a judge and jury.
Get him to the door and get him inside to walk into, so kind of move a lot to not catch facial features and move. And we know it's a heavy responsibility to stop these guys before it becomes an actual victim.
Because if you're not here, if we're not here, a child could be here.
Right.
And there's very little doubt as to what would happen if one of these guys walks in on a real child.
I think it's a great area to be in because there is a lot of trafficking going on around here, especially with the motels and stuff that we have around. So it's a very scary thought to, that this could possibly be a real child.
It's a sense of creating some sort of justice in an area where guys got away with this and continue to get away with this for so long because the crime is so ubiquitous.
Absolutely. And a lot of us got in this line of work to help people. I mean, it's in you or it's not to be a police officer, to help others. But this is just another aspect to help the young, the innocent that shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be out there, and that could potentially be a victim.
Police work is mainly reactive, but this is proactive. This is taking the fight to the bad guy.
There's been a new development with Glory Hole Jerry, and it's one that I've seen all too many times before.
If you want some help, bro, I will still come. Just understand, I don't understand. If not, let me know. I'm 47.
Wow. So he's gone from 19 to 47.
Yeah.
In the span of this conversation.
Yeah. And he just said that that was a friend of a family's face
Right.
picture.
So
So
he showed you a picture that was
he's
obviously
trying to
somebody who
lure
was,
people in
right,
now.
younger.
So this is a little bit more,
Right,
I mean, this is a predator.
right, clearly. 47.
Pretending to be 19, sending people's pictures
Yeah.
of his
Right.
to lure even younger kids.
But it's clear to him that you're 14.
Very clear.
Yeah.
He's really about his glory hole.
More about this predator I've caught in a moment.
If you're a homeowner in America, you need to listen to this. The FBI has been warning about a type of real estate fraud on the rise called title theft, and your equity is the target. Here's how it works. Criminals forge your signature on a single document, use a fake notary stamp, and file it with the county. And just like that, on record, they own your home. Using your ownership, they can take out loans against your equity or even sell your property, and you won't even know about it until foreclosures or collection notices show up in the mail. That's why I partnered with Home Title Lock, so you can protect your equity and find out today if you're already a victim. Use my promo code Hansen, Hansen, at HomeTitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report and a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title records, urgent alerts to any changes, and if fraud occurs, their U.S.-based restoration team will spend up to $1 million to fix it. Don't be a victim. Protect your equity today. That's HomeTitleLock.com, promo code Hansen, Hansen, or click the link below. Jerry keeps going on and on and on about the glory hole. And remember, he knows, or has been told very clearly, that he's talking to a 14-year-old.
I mean, the fact that he's 47, and that takes this to a whole different level.
He says, I'm looking to get oral and can truly deep throat you and swallow.
This is grooming in real time.
Yes.
Guys now ask in the chat, is this a Chris Hansen deal? Decoy says, who's that? So you'd think that'd be enough to scare the guys away, but they still show up.
And yes, Jerry is concerned that this might be a sting operation because he's seen my investigations before. Oh, I'll talk to him about that in just a bit. Glory Hole Jerry is on his way. As the V.I.P.E.R team gets prepared, my team and I have to make sure all cameras are in place to capture the confrontation and then the takedown, and that the sting house looks like someone lives here. The decoy is in position, ready to meet Jerry at the door, but also waiting for Jerry is me. We watch as Jerry makes his way up the driveway and onto the front porch of the sting house. The detective posing as the 14-year-old boy meets him at the door.
Tommy. Hey, what's up? What in?
How's it going?
Good, what's up?
What?
Hey, hold on, I forgot my charger real quick.
Oh, you're fine.
The detective posing as the decoy says he's forgotten his charger for his phone, so he walks away. And now, Jerry is walking around the living room kitchen area of our sting house. But he's not going to be alone for long.
So
Sorry.
You swear nobody's gonna be coming in?
No, my mom's at work still.
You swear nobody's going to be coming in, he says. Oh, there's going to be somebody coming in, all right. And at that moment, I come into the picture.
She'll be home not till like 7 in the morning.
Right there. This,
Okay.
have seen. So what are you up to tonight?
Not much.
Jerry tries to play it cool.
What's your plan?
Meeting him.
Meeting who?
Him.
Who is it?
Travis.
Travis.
That's right, the decoy's name is Travis. Now, Jerry at first gives me the impression that he's going to sit at the kitchen counter and talk to me for a while. But he's slowly figuring out what he just walked into.
And what's your name?
Jerry.
Jerry. Jerry, where did you come from tonight?
The other side of the park.
Right in this neighborhood?
No, other side of the park.
The other side of the park.
Yeah.
And how did you meet Travis?
What do you mean have that meeting?
How did you meet him? How did you find out that you should...
He was on Grindr.
On Grindr.
That's right. He was on Grindr.
And what was the discussion on Grindr, Jerry? No, Jerry.
And with that, Jerry tries to make his escape. As you can imagine, he doesn't get very far. The V.I.P.E.R team is waiting. I try to talk him into sitting back down, but oh no, Jerry's not going to have any of that.
You can't leave here.
Jerry makes a run for the door.
No. Please try to rest.
But the V.I.P.E.R team doesn't let him get far.
Yeah.
Jerry's now on the ground, being put under arrest.
Put your hands behind your back. All right, relax.
He's struggling to keep his glasses on straight.
Relax. Bring your hand back here.
All right.
Bring your hand back.
All right, goddamn.
Got it. Bring your hand.
Now, I don't know how long it's going to be before the V.I.P.E.R team takes him away, so I continue the interview while Jerry's on the ground.
Jerry, how old did Travis say that he was in your conversation?
Jerry?
Oh,
Jerry?
Just relax, Jerry.
I got a bad back, guys.
We'll help you out. Just relax.
Jerry starts complaining about his bad back. He says he's had surgery twice.
Okay.
You can see the scar.
Another one. Another set.
Oh.
Just relax, Jerry. We'll get you set up here in a second.
Oh my God.
The detectives are taking it pretty easy on Jerry, given the fact that he decided to run, and they're trying to be as gentle as they can be, given the circumstances.
So on 3, we're going to set you on your behind. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my back.
And like many other predators, Jerry now tries to make himself the victim. Now, Jerry wasn't complaining about his bad back when he wanted a 14-year-old to come over and engage in glory hole sex. He was okay then. Now, he's in pain. Imagine the pain he would have put a 14-year-old boy through. Suddenly, Jerry says he's in pain, and like many alleged predators, he tries to get sympathy after he's caught. But his diversion is not going to work.
My back is killing me.
All right. You want to be checked out by medical?
And the sergeant on the scene offers medical attention, which is appropriate.
Yes.
Okay. So
Jerry says he needs it. I sit down in a chair in the living room across from Jerry to try to continue my interview.
I'm going to tell you what we're going to do here is medical's not going to come here. We're going to take you to them.
Okay.
So we need you to relax.
Jerry, there's something you need to know.
Oh, my back.
Jerry.
What?
I'm Chris Hansen.
I know who you are.
I know, he says.
How do you know who I am?
Oh, because I've said I would never do this fucking shit, and I did it anyway.
I said I would never do this fucking shit, but I did it anyway. But why, Jerry? Why did you do it? Let's see if Jerry can come up with an answer that satisfies all of us.
Why did you do it, Jerry?
Because I'm stupid.
Haven't we heard that before? I think we have.
It seems like your back is the least of your problems right now.
Oh my God, my back is killing me.
Okay, well, that'll be addressed in a minute here, but why did you think it was okay to have this sort of conversation with somebody who said they were 14?
Because I'm stupid.
You talk about a glory hole, wanting the boy to go to your house.
Oh, God. Oh, my back is killing me.
Okay, there's not a lot of sympathy here because of what you were here to do, Jerry. Do you understand that?
I understand that. I have had surgery twice on my back, okay?
But you're also...
And my back is hurting now.
They're going to take care of that. But first, I want to know what you were thinking by coming over here to try to have sex.
I was stupid, I'm telling you.
Stupid. What do you do for a living, Jerry?
Nothing. I'm disabled.
You're disabled.
And apparently with enough time to go online and have conversations like this, which based upon an examination later of his computer, it would seem that he had a number of aliases he used to communicate with people online for sex, although we don't know how many times he was actually successful.
How long have you lived in this area?
Oh my God, my back.
Jerry?
What?
How long have you lived in this area?
5 years.
5 years.
And I've never done this.
You've never done it before.
Ever.
You seemed very experienced at it, Jerry.
I'm not.
But now I'm going to confront Jerry on everything he's done in the last few hours. The fake picture, the glory hole, all of it.
If what you've heard shocks you so far, join us back in a moment.
First of all, you said you're 19. You sent a fake picture. Whose picture was that of the 19-year-old? Jerry?
What?
Whose picture was it?
A picture I got offline.
Offline. But you said you were 19. Why would you tell somebody you were 19?
Because I'm stupid.
You're
stupid.
Told you. That's it. You're just stupid.
Yes.
Be that as it may, it doesn't explain Jerry's deeper issue. And what about all this talk about a glory hole and wanting the boy to come to you for sex? You talk about deep-throating him, that you'd swallow.
Yeah, I was stupid. I was really fucking stupid.
Well, what do you think would have happened, Jerry, had we not been here and a 14-year-old boy had been here?
Nothing. I really wanted to see if he was real. That's it.
Okay, well, you saw that when you walked in and you looked very excited. You even asked if anybody else was here. Why would you ask that?
Because I'm dumb.
Okay, that doesn't wash, Jerry. You're more than dumb. You were here to prey on the child. They're going to take care of that in a minute. And in fact, when you look at the transcripts, he was adamant on a meeting. When the decoy told him, the decoy posing as the 14-year-old boy, that he couldn't come over to experience the glory hole, Jerry offers the boy money and says online, if you're still interested in giving head, bro, I will still come.
Oh.
You think you're hurting? How would a 14-year-old boy feel after you sexually assaulted them?
I wasn't going to do anything.
Okay, but that's not what you said in the chat, is it, Jerry?
No, it's not. I said that already.
Looking for some great
head. The same questions. I already said that.
Well, explain it to me.
I fucked up, okay? I did a stupid-ass thing. I don't need that in my face.
One of my cameramen comes over to get a closer shot. Jerry rolls over to avoid it. Well, there's no getting away from this, Jerry. You sort of don't have a choice, Jerry.
Yeah, I do have a choice.
No, you don't, really. Jerry turns away from me and the camera. What's your tattoo of, Jerry?
I'm not talking to you anymore, so...
Jerry starts pouting. You have nothing else you want to say?
No.
Face down in the carpet. And you want me to believe that this is the first time you've done this?
I'm telling you it is, so whatever.
Face down in the carpet. Do you see why I would not believe that?
I don't care if you believe it or not.
Like a child having a tantrum. You see how this looks?
Yeah, I know how it looks. It's really fucking dumb of me for doing what I did. Really fucking dumb.
And you see why it would be hard for me to believe this is your first time doing it?
Well, I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm telling you it is, so...
You just woke up today and said, I'm going to try to meet a 14-year-old boy online for sex.
No, I wasn't, actually. I was looking for older.
Okay, but you found a 14-year-old and you acted upon it, didn't you?
Yeah, they're like an idiot.
Okay.
I knew better than that shit, too.
Do you have a glory hole in your home?
No.
Why did you say it then?
Because I would have made one.
Wait. He doesn't have a glory hole, but he would have made one. Like that's any better. Wait, you said you would have made a glory hole for this boy?
No, not for the boy.
Well, that's what you said, Jerry.
That's not what I meant.
Sounds like Jerry is starting to get angry.
You're trying to get me all fucked up now, and I'm not doing it.
And then I ask, well, the obvious question at this point, if he's seen any of my previous investigations. The answer, no surprise by now, yes. Jerry, have you seen my shows before?
Yes.
What did you think of those shows?
How stupid the people were.
Did you ever think you'd be on one of those shows, Jerry?
No, because I'd never wanted to do anything like this before in my life.
Why today?
Because I'm stupid. I told you, I made a dumbass decision.
You sent a picture of somebody who was 19. And then once you figured out that the 14-year-old you thought you were talking to might be open to sex, you say, oh, wait, I'm 47. Is that okay? It sounds like grooming to me, Jerry.
No, it wasn't.
Well, what is it? Tell me what it is.
I told you I was stupid.
All right, that's a cop-out, Jerry. You're not getting to the truth here.
I'm telling you the damn truth. I was stupid. I was dumb.
And now you're getting arrested.
I gotta face it now. Nothing I can do about it.
What do you think should happen to you, Jerry? Jerry?
I didn't do anything to anybody.
I didn't do anything. Yeah, you did, Jerry. You chatted online with somebody you thought was 14 years old. You came over to the house to have sex. That's what you did, Jerry.
Yes, I was dumb.
Well, dumb, Jerry, gets you charged with multiple felonies in Monroe County, Michigan, and just about everywhere else I can think of. But Jerry's interrogations weren't over yet. Later, we obtained a copy of the actual sheriff's interrogation.
So tell me more about, you said, I know you mentioned something about there's other people in the park. What do you know about these other people?
I know the guy with the green golf carts. Creepy. I mean, there's other...
Do you know his name?
I don't.
Can you describe him for me? Does he live around you?
He says to some people that he's in his 40s. Other people, he says he's 30. I know that he hit me up on Grindr, and he said he was 30, but he looks like he's in his late 40s.
Okay. Have you ever met with him?
No, he just creeped me out.
And get this, he actually tells the detective in the sheriff's interrogation that he thinks they were doing a good job out there, and that there are bad guys living in that trailer park. And who does he single out? Golf Cart Matt, the man who was arrested just before him.
But you knew what you were doing and saying, "Hey, I want to give you oral sex to a 14-year-old." You knew that was wrong.
Oh,
and you knew you shouldn't have been over there.
Yeah.
Whether you were gonna do it when you physically got over there or not, right. It's still illegal that you came over there and said what you said and sent, even though it wasn't your penis pics. You can't send minors pictures of penises. That's not right. And you know that. And that's why I'm not here grilling you.
I'm thankfully working a minor too, though.
And I'm not treating you like you're a piece of scumbag. You've been very honest and open with me.
You gotta find somebody younger looking though, because I almost walked away as soon as I seen him.
And he gives the detective some pointers, like the on-site decoy. The detective posing as the boy looked a little bit too old and he almost walked away.
So obviously, this is the process. You're gonna go to jail tonight, okay? Like we talked about, you're gonna see a judge in the morning. You'll be arraigned. They'll give you a bond, okay? I do this with everybody. Again, I have a standard procedure. Asking for your rights, all that good stuff.
Can I use a phone and call my mom and see if my mom can even go over there?
Yeah, when you get to the jail. We don't have there's a process with everything. When you get to the jail, you get booked in, there's a phone that they'll let you use. Okay.
Jerry is a divorced man. He's got a couple of kids, but they're not in contact. He's concerned about getting some things taken care of at his house and wants to know when he can call his mom.
So I give everybody this opportunity, right? You're going to have to explain yourself in court about this sometime. Obviously, our guy wasn't 14, but I give everybody the opportunity, if they want to write a letter to the judge about an apology letter, explain themselves, whatever you want to explain to a judge. I take the letter, if you write it, and I put it right in the report, and it goes right over to the courts tomorrow. I give everybody that opportunity. I'm not going to treat you any differently. I'm going to leave a pen and paper here, okay? I got to go do some paperwork real quick, then we'll come back and we'll get you up to the jail and get you processed and all that stuff. But if you want to, I'll leave it here, okay?
The detective gives Jerry the opportunity to write a letter explaining his actions that afternoon. That way the judge will have it when he appears for his arraignment the following morning. Jerry starts jotting things down. Jerry was charged with a number of felonies in connection with his actions that day, accosting a child for immoral purposes. Among them, he pleaded guilty to that charge in exchange for time served. He spent several days in the county jail. He was sentenced to probation, which continues through March of 2028, and he's a registered sex offender. He can't go within 1,000 feet of anybody under the age of 18. And he can't go within 500 feet of a school or a playground or a public pool. He's also not supposed to have any firearms. But we did a little digging, and back in May of 2024, Jerry got arrested again in possession of a firearm. The case was pleaded down to possession of ammunition, and the more serious case was dismissed. Jerry had to go back to jail. He was remanded, and he served several more days until his release, where he now continues his probation and his status as a registered sex offender. Hopefully, Jerry has learned his lesson. What has Jerry been up to since his most recent contact with law enforcement? We wanted to know as well, and that's one of the reasons why we've teamed up with truthfinder.com. We use Truthfinder all the time during our investigations to find out the backgrounds of the men who surface in the cases we investigate. It's an invaluable tool for us, and it can be for you too. Now, when we took a look at Jerry Hetherington, we find that in fact he's not been in trouble since his arrest involving the weapons charge. We also see that he really has had no serious criminal contact before his arrest, but it would have been helpful at the time, and it is now, to have any information we can, because it assists me in conducting the interviews we conduct with the predators I've caught. To find out more and to see what Truthfinder can do to you, go to truthfinder.com/predators to find out more.
More of our story in a moment.
As you know, I like to hear from you, and this week's question comes from Dylan in Texas.
Hi, Chris. This is Dylan in Sherman, Texas. I know how much you like personal questions, so I just wanted to ask, how does your wife deal with your work and balancing work and home life? I know you're on location a lot. I've been married 23 years, so I know you have to have a very understanding wife. And also, I am a sucker for behind-the-scenes material and making of. So I was wondering if you had any more progress with getting Dell and Frag or any of the other decoys on to talk. Loving the podcast. I do delivery work, so I listen to it in the car all the time, and have enjoyed your work for many years. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Dylan, and thanks for that question. My wife is extremely supportive and helpful. Recently, during our sting operation in Marion County, and you'll see those episodes soon on True Blue, my streaming crime network, she actually came over and watched us in action for a couple hours, which was interesting for her and enjoyable for me to have her along. But she is very supportive, as I mentioned, Dylan, and she also takes a very important role in my social media, and sometimes gets me to lighten up and do something fun, which gets a lot of views on platforms like TikTok. But she's very supportive and very helpful to me. And obviously, it's the kind of a job that you couldn't do unless you had a wife who was that supportive. So I appreciate it. In terms of Frag and Dell and the founder of Perverted Justice, Xavier Von Erck, I've tried, Dylan, to reach out to them, and I get the distinct impression that at least when it comes to Xavier and to Frag, they're proud of their work they did with Perverted Justice. I think they're proud of the work they did with us at To Catch a Predator. But I get the sense that they want to move on with their lives and sort of maintain their privacy. I have reached out to them, and it's about time that I do so again. Dell, as you may know, was with Twitter, which is now X, for a number of years, and I'm not sure what she's up to today, but I'll try to find out, and I will let you know. Thanks for asking. You can find me all over social media, speaking of X, at Chris Hansen, official Chris Hansen on Instagram. Have a Seat with Chris Hansen on TikTok. We had a little fun recently doing one of those song parodies, my wife and I. You can check it out. Cameo, should you desire. My streaming crime network, True Blue, TRUBLU. Watch trueblue.com for details. Brand new episodes of Takedown drop every single Thursday. And also, there is merch. You can go to our pages associated with our podcast, Predators I've Caught, and Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, the other podcast, which are also on my YouTube channel, Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. And you can order coffee mugs and t-shirts and all kinds of things, hats, just in time for the holidays. And as always, you can find me right here at Chris at PredatorPodcast.com. I'll be watching and listening.